Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new. My name is Liz. So today's reading, we are outside as you can see and hear. This was a really fun reading. We actually started in a thunderstorm. It was really thundering in group 1 and then the weather got progressively, well, it kind of changed throughout actually. It was really fun. But yeah, we are outside. I'm actually traveling. I said this in all of the groups, but I'm having to kind of be adaptable where I film because there's lots of people here. So I actually pre-shuffled because I'm holding the camera today and we might have to move locations while I film this week. Today was good though. We stayed in here. I'm in a little screened in room. And yeah, it's been nice. So let me show you what we have. We're looking into the month of August. So we're looking at what's happening in August, different themes around the month. And we have 3 choices. So let me show you for group 1. And you'll see what the feathers are once we get into the group. So that's for group 1. And here we have group 2. And then finally group 3. So whichever feather or number feels right for you, that will be your predictions for August, 1, 2, or 3. Let's take a nice deep breath together. Remember, ultimately my readings are for entertainment. Have fun with it. I hope that there is a message for you that resonates, but always trust your own intuition and judgment first. But yeah, if there is a message that resonates, I notice with the month ahead readings, a lot of things make sense by the end of the month. So definitely feel free to come back and let me know what does and doesn't happen. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, we will dive into it. Timestamps will be below. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. All of that really does help my channel. So thank you so much for hitting that like and subscribe button. And yeah, we will dive into it. Timestamps will be below. We'll start with group number. Hello, group 1. If you chose the first feather, then this is your August predictions. So today I'm holding the camera. We're outside, a little bit of a different setup today. I am traveling, and where I'm staying, there's like 20 people. So I'm really having to kind of adapt and go with the flow as far as where I can do readings. So I did one the other day in my room for Patreon. But today it's thundering out. Oh, wow. A good one. I love thunderstorms, so I thought it's a good opportunity to come outside and sit in the screen room because I might have some, time now to get this done. So I'm holding the camera, so I did pre-shuffle today, but we'll be back to our usual routine by next month. Okay, let's take a look at what you have, group 1. You have the hawk feather, so pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Interesting, the train. So yeah, there's a message coming in possibly in August. You have substance, so that could just mean a message of substance or something pretty significant. You have the squirrel and the chestnut, preparation. You have robot. You have action. For your tea leaf cards, you have happiness. You've got the barking dog, advice from a friend. And you have your highly thought of. You have purpose. For your tarot today, you have Queen of Stones, which would be the Queen of Pentacles. You have another queen. You've got the Queen of Swords, and you have the Sun card. Okay, so I've got more cards here in case you want to get more info, but I think this is a lot to work with here to look at the month, and we'll do charms, of course, as well. Okay, group 1. Let me just take a quick glance. And remember, you got the 2 queens. Okay. So we have these big, powerful thunder sounds in the background. You know what's so funny is I was just feeling like for me this month, everything has been unpredictable. I've really had to kind of adapt. And for you, it almost seems like the opposite in August. It seems almost like you're finding some sort of system. I'm really drawn to the robot. And the robot's making me think of when something kind of becomes automatic or so routine, not mechanical, but like that kind of, like I'm imagining an assembly line. So it's almost to me like in August, you're finding some sort of system that works. You do seem very focused, okay? What I'm seeing here is a lot of focus. Even just with the hawk feather, it's making me think of precision, of focus. You seem to have your eye on something. And what's really, oh my goodness. I love it. I hope you don't mind the thunder. I love thunder, but yeah, you seem so focused. So focused in the month. So let's kind of look at these individually. Okay, let's see. Now, a couple of things. Where should we start? I want to start with the Queen of Swords, because this is kind of like what's really jumping out to me with the robot. You seem quite logical in the month. You seem to have like a logical strategy or approach to something. One thing I want to say too is you don't seem to be getting caught up in details or distractions. So we're having lots of distracting sounds around. I like it. It's kind of setting the ambiance of the reading, but they're still distractions. So I feel like despite any distractions that come up in August, you are staying focused. There's something you're working towards, something you seem to have your eye on the prize with something, and you seem quite positive with the progress. I also think you're making big progress with something. We'll get to substance in just a second, but it's making me think that you're working on something of significance in August, okay? So there's something big you're planning or working on or preparing for. It could be that you've got guests coming in the fall. It could be something for work. It could be something around the house. It could be just a personal goal or something like that. But yeah, you're on track. I'm seeing you on track. The train in the background is also making me think of like full steam ahead towards something. You're not slowing down, you're speeding up, but you're not like burning yourself out. Again, this is very much like you've developed some sort of system that works in August, okay? So it doesn't mean perfection, okay? I'm not saying like you're doing everything perfect or nothing, is going to come up, because we are getting some messages of distractions, but you yourself seem to be staying very focused on something, okay? And this also could be because you're getting advice from a friend. So this advice could be somebody giving you some sort of strategy or advice or helping you kind of avoid some sort of problem. I get a lot from the pictures of this particular deck. So we see the Queen of Pentacles sort of teaching how, it looks like they're doing like safety preparations or something, but it looks like they're sort of laying the groundwork before they start, the climbing. Oh, the climbing just made me think of something too. I just got this phrase, you'll know what it means, but there's something big to hold on to or big to like work on or focus on in the month. Like, when there's something that like catches your focus and it's sort of, it inspires you, it makes you feel very positive, it makes you feel very motivated. That's the feeling. You seem extremely motivated, even with the squirrel, like there's something you're working towards. You seem quite disciplined as well. There's something about discipline coming in. I think that the person who's giving you the advice is someone who thinks very highly of you. So this advice isn't coming from like a place of judgment, or they're not saying, oh wow, like look how you're doing that. This is like, I'm almost kind of sensing a conversation coming in where they're like, look, I've noticed you're doing it this way. That's awesome. Have you tried this though to add to it or something like that? Like someone's giving you almost a feeling of, someone's giving you almost their expertise in something, or giving you something maybe you could combine into your own strategy. So it doesn't even mean you have to do it exactly how they're saying it, but they are giving you some advice that does seem helpful. And this actually could be the thing that's helping something become a little bit more automatic or easy, okay, streamlined. There's almost a repetitive feeling to your month too, so it could be that you've just found a routine in August, or you're working on a routine that is helpful. Again, there's a lot about focus, preparation, hard work, but you're having a fun time. This is something you seem to enjoy. It's something exciting. It's something fun. It's something you are looking forward to. So I just want to mention that too, because it's not like boring. It's not so repetitive that it's not making the month feel like it's going on forever and you're bored and you're looking for excitement. It is exciting because something you're working towards, it's something meaningful to you. It's something important to you. It's something you're passionate about, and something that like lights you up and gives you energy and motivation. So that's very different than just kind of being in a routine that's boring. This is something like you seem to want to be working towards this. It's almost like you can't wait to get back to it. When you wake up, you're like, yes, I can't wait to dive back into this, whatever this is. So, okay, so let's kind of go a little more specific. So preparation. So August, there could be something you're preparing for. Again, like I said, guests or something like that. There could be something where it's time for your preparations to be put into action. So something you have been preparing for, it could be time to, start diving into whatever that is. So if you've been working on something, so I'm also seeing your preparations paying off. Okay, something about your preparations paying off. Another thing I'm seeing, you seem, I'm really getting the outdoors feeling too, just because partially because we're outside, but I think you could be spending a lot of time outdoors. I'm noticing the earth here too. Take what resonates, but I do feel like the environment in some capacity is sort of, you're thinking about it, you're paying attention to something. Purpose is making me think, in preparation, like I'm even getting a specific message of like packing your lunch, preparing things ahead of time. I feel like you're paying very close attention to waste, what you're wasting, what you're not using, like single-use products are coming up, something like that. So that could be what you're paying attention to, and not even just for the environment, but even financially. You could be like trying to do some meal planning or pack your lunch instead of buying it, because preparation's coming through with that too. You could be making some plans ahead of time for things like that, like packing lunch, or avoiding having to waste something, or kind of using what you have, possibly being a little bit resourceful. I am seeing you quite resourceful in the month of August, kind of using what you have and taking care of what you have as well. So you seem to be very conscious of the planet and the environment in the month, and that, you might know, because that might be already how you are. It could just be sort of more intensified in the month of August for whatever reason, or it could be you could have your own reason in August for paying close attention to that. But you do seem very conscious of the environment and what you're using, what you're throwing away, what you're wasting, how you can reuse things like that. Okay, so that is coming through. Robot. So we can kind of get specific with this too. You might be diving more into technology, learning a little bit more about something to do with technology, computers. Maybe you're learning more about something to do with technology. You could be getting a new device of some kind or something like that. But technology is an element of your month in some way with robot. So advancements, technology. You could be incorporating a certain technology into your work or something like that. Technology could be the reason why something is becoming a little easier or more automated. You could be using a helpful app or something like that, or maybe using I don't know, I'm such a pen and paper type of person, but maybe there's like an app or some sort of scheduling software or something like that at work that's being updated. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe software at work is being updated so things are running a little bit more smoothly. Maybe you are getting a new computer so you're able to do things a little bit more conveniently. Maybe you're getting a new piece of technology yourself, like a new phone or something like that. Something to do with technology is coming through, and this seems to be making things a little easier for you, or at least a little bit more convenient for you in a certain way. You're highly thought of. You're highly thought of could be lots of things. I'm kind of sensing it's this advice, like this person thinks very highly of you, so they're kind of just giving you their 2 cents. But this also could just mean that you're highly thought of because of something you're taking action with in August. You're highly thought of because you've prepared for something ahead of time. Something like that. So someone seems to be appreciating you or thinking very highly of you. And I always notice how they're turned away. So I wonder if there's something being said almost behind your back in regards to like how much they appreciate you. Like you might hear about it through someone else. Something like that could come up. I love that you have the 2 queens. You have 2 of my favorite queens. I really love the Queen of Swords. This is sometimes a card I put out when I need to focus, when I need to get organized, when I need to kind of lean in a little bit more into logic, because I'm such an emotional person. Sometimes I need to lean into this a little bit more. This could be helpful when you need to kind of think a little bit more logically or strategically about something. So Queen of Swords, yeah, you could just be in your Queen of Swords energy. These 2 combined, like you're getting things done. You're getting things done. Your ideas are coming to life. Your thoughts, your plans are coming to life. You're able to kind of have these thoughts of what you'd like to see happen, and then you're able to put it into action, actually bring it, into your reality. So that's really helpful too. And like I said, the Queen of Stones, I was really getting the sort of feeling of like preparation here, connecting with the squirrel card with this image. And there's also with the Queen of Stones a very practical, I almost said advice, practical advice. That could be what this is, practical advice. But anyways, yeah, there's sort of a practical energy to your month. It's practical, it's logical, it's strategic, but it's also very like, I'm getting like easy to implement. Something you're doing is easy to implement. With the Sun card, again, you're feeling positive, you're feeling motivated, you're feeling very confident. You could be getting some sort of confidence boost from whatever is said here with this card, or this advice could be giving you a boost of confidence. But you've got this beautiful energy of happiness and joy and possibly celebration. Maybe you're celebrating something. Substance card today is making me think, again, of like something you're working on of substance. Like it's big, it's significant, it's substantial, okay? So something you're working on is rather substantial. This could also indicate that you're making substantial progress with something in the month. Oh, did you hear that? Yeah, you're making substantial progress with something in the month. Your preparations, that's making me think of this card. So your preparations are substantial. You're making substantial moves with something. Something is quite substantial. This message could be quite substantial as well. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, message coming through possibly in August that is pretty important. This could be the message that causes you to want to like take action with something. Your confidence is key to your success in the month, okay? I'm going to say that. This is very specific, but it came in, so I'll just communicate it. Sunscreen. Just came up because I got a bit of a sunburn yesterday. And with the sun message, I'm just getting sunscreen. Oh, look at the bird. You see? Oh. But yeah, I just thought of sunscreen. So I know that's very specific, but it's coming in for a reason. So maybe, or sun protection, maybe. Let's see what else is coming through. Sorry, somebody came in. I had to pause for just a second, but I wonder too if you're preparing for something really fun. Okay, with happiness, the sun, preparation, there's kind of a feeling of like I don't know if it's a party or a family get together, but there's something you seem to be like preparing for that you seem very excited about in August as well. Very cool. Let's see. Let's just do a little scan of the cards here. So why don't we jump to charms? I think that's all I'm getting. Okay, group 1. So we have your charms here and some letters. So I have the pouch today, so that's what we're going to use, and I'll bring the charms right up onto my lap, actually, to read them. One of the advantages of holding the camera is I can move closer. Okay, group 1, what's going on in August? We'll get you some letters too. Okay, so yeah, lots of action with the popcorn. You've got heads up, so it's so interesting. Even the cards were kind of talking about an important message, like it said pay attention, you have heads up, so definitely a lot about a message coming in. Okay, interesting charms. Let's see, we have the letters. Actually, you know what, we'll save letters for the end, I'll leave that there, but let's look at the charms first, just so we can focus on these, then I'll do letters. Okay, look at all the books. You've got the diary, you've got the journal or the notebook, you have the book here. So there's lots of books, which is interesting because I'm thinking of our Queen of Swords card and the note-taking, the journaling. It could be that note-taking is very important to you in the month ahead of August. It could be that you're finding, again, like a strategy. I'm such a pen and paper girl, like I said. Like, for me, doing things like on the computer as far as scheduling or anything like that, I find it easier to write it. So whatever works for you, but this is more so about journaling, note-taking, study. It can be about taking notes or writing things down because you have the diary here as well. So there's something about journaling or diary or writing something down that's very Queen of Swords, so it does make sense. There's something you're writing or communicating or making notes on. Yeah, lots of hard work. Next to the scale, this is really good because this one's about hard work, but this one's about balance. So you're finding some sort of balance. Maybe you're finding like a work-life balance or something like that. You have the airplane. This could indicate travel. This could be what this message is about, or this could be what you're preparing for, maybe, as some sort of travel. It could be part of it. You've got the compass here as well. yeah, travel could be part of your month, but this is also about something taking off, is kind of what I'm thinking this is about, something taking off, really kind of picking up speed, something going a long way. You have the little clock here with the moon, the bird. The bird can be about perspective. Next to the moon, this moon's been moving around, but the moon can be about our intuition, our dreams, our sleep. Sometimes this charm reminds me of like sleeping or the nighttime. But today I'm really thinking of like intuition, intuitive messages coming through. I love this charm. It really does look like it's glowing. It's very beautiful. Wow. So yeah, interesting, because that was kind of near heads up, so pay attention. Something may be hidden too, possibly something's being hidden, is being revealed. It could simply be like your highly thought of card. Someone is revealing, something that they appreciate about you. The popcorn can be about pressure being released. It can be about action, lots of action, something small creating a great abundance. You have the message in a bottle, which we saw earlier with the hawk card, so definitely messages of a message coming in. Heads up, pay attention. You have the lucky horseshoe. And when these two fell out, they were together. So the lucky horseshoe and heads up, paying attention. Heads up, something lucky could happen. The book, again, information, knowledge, wisdom. You could be really into reading or picking up reading again or finding a good book in August that you really want to dive into. Or a book that inspires you to take action with something, possibly. Okay, so lots about books, writing, literature. Like that's a huge theme for you in the month. So, and you have the house here with the sailboat. So the house, I always think of the Queen of Pentacles, which you have with the house. So there could be different things you're doing around the house, or being resourceful around the house. Earlier we got that you're being like very, you're really putting a lot of thought into what you're wasting or using. So you could be paying attention to that as well around the house, like electricity or water or something like that, or just like plastics, things like that. Like the home could be a focus. You could have someone visiting your home, taking action with something around the home, feeling very happy in your home. Someone could be staying with you and being very appreciative that you've been, like that you hosted them, okay? Queen of Pentacles, you're highly thought of. Someone could be staying with you and really appreciating you, because the sailboat was on top. So there's an element of travel. This can also indicate like going with the flow with something. So it landed on the house, so there could be something within the house that you're having to go with the flow with. This could be improvements. If I think of like the Six of Swords, something improving in the home, a situation improving or getting easier, possibly. So that's interesting. Again, the clock can be time management. This one's the cuckoo clock, so it's making me think of like deadlines, or the clock is ticking with something. I was getting earlier, maybe something you prepared for, it's time to put into action in the month, okay? Because you had preparation, then you had action. So it could be something like your plans, your strategy is it's going to pay off. It's of substance, it's significant, it's going to, I think, again, you're very smart. You are a fast learner too. I feel like you're a fast learner, or once you kind of get hands-on with something, you learn it. So yeah, I mean, if you're doubting yourself with anything, I think this is the month to kind of get hands-on and take action with it and get started and put your preparations into plan, or get something started, that you're wanting to work on or prepare for. It's going to be a good, productive month, I think, for you. Let's see what letters you have. This one over here too. Okay, let me just move these over. We'll take this back on my lap for a second. Okay. I'm just gonna switch hands here. So I'll flip these over. Look in the comments for suggestions. There's always word suggestions. Look for names, initials, things like that. T, I think, originally. Okay. So I usually don't see very much, so I do appreciate everyone that leaves suggestions. Like taxes, you could be preparing for taxes when you watch this. I don't know. Doing something to do with that, like getting organized. You know, lots of different possibilities. Okay. Extra. Let me look at it here for a second. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and liking this video. All of that does help my channel. If this is your first video, this usually isn't how I film. But yeah, let me know if you like it. I do appreciate you watching. Mud. The rain's nice. Let's say red. I was getting the word automated earlier. Maybe there's something that's being put on automated payments. Have another P, preparation. Prepay, maybe. Only have one P though. Feeling someone could be preparing for guests, or someone's preparing to have you come stay or something like that. Okay. I'm going to get the pendulum for you. So let me just get that out for you. Okay. So you can think of a yes or no question, group 1. You got a yes. So group 1, I really hope that you enjoyed your August predictions. Come back at the end of the month and let me know what ends up making sense, what ends up happening. If this is the energy of your month, I'd love to hear it, and we will see you. Hello group 2, if you chose the second feather, then this is your messages for August. So it's so interesting. Group 1 had a big thunderstorm, and then before starting your group, it really started to kind of calm down. It's quite relaxing now. It's very like calm and relaxing. So yeah, that's kind of cool. But yeah, I'm outside right now, as you can see, not my usual spot. I'm traveling right now, so I'm kind of having to be adaptable. And where I'm staying, there's like 20 people, so I don't really have a spot where I can just set up and stay to do readings. So I'm kind of moving around. I did one in my room for Patreon, and then today, because it's raining out, I thought we'd have some time in the screen room, so I got up a little bit early to do that. So yeah, next month will be in our usual way of doing readings, but today I'm holding the camera, so I did pre-shuffle to make things a little easier. So let's dive in. Let's see what's happening for your month of August. We'll of course do charms, letters, and we have the pendulum as well, so stay tuned for that. But let's start with your cards. So your card, your feather that you chose, you have the loon feather. So pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. So yeah, I mean, this could indicate that in the month you've got like lots of good ideas or messages coming through your dreams or your daydreams. You've got for your mushroom, I chose very like outdoorsy decks for a lot of these. You have the common puffball mushroom, so let go. For your tea leaf, you have marriage. So some of these like might be specific to you, or it could be something that's going on. You could be invited to a wedding or attending a wedding in August, or you could be getting married. You have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. You have pin, so new job or career. That's kind of cool. You have the chipmunk and laurel, success. For your tarot, not tea leaves, for your tarot you have 8 of swords. Now these two came out together. You have ace of blades, which would be swords, and 2 of sticks, which is 2 of wands. So what was interesting is these two had actually come out together. Like for you, they popped out together, but I had gotten these 2 same cards for a previous Patreon reading. I think it was the same two, but they looked very familiar to me, so I thought that was kind of cool. You have 3 of pentacles. You have patience, relaxation, which I thought was cool because the thunderstorm, you know, I find thunderstorms relaxing, but now the energy is like very peaceful out here. It's just kind of drizzling. And you have the bear. Lots of bears. Okay, so let me take a look here, and we'll do charms and all of that in a moment. And I have more cards in case we want to get more info, but I think the cards I've shuffled out today has worked out so far. Okay, so let's take a look here for you. All right. So one of the things I'm thinking of, like the bear and the relaxation, is hibernation. It doesn't, so it's so funny because it's just funny to me sometimes, the differences between the groups. Sometimes there's themes that kind of run through all groups, and then other times they're so different. Today's one of those days because group 1, it was just very like action-packed and busy and productive. Not that you're not going to be productive, but your month is definitely, August is a little bit, it seems like less pressure, okay? It seems like a lot less pressure. I'm getting the message to tell you, like, it's okay to wait for something. There's something it's okay to wait for. It's okay that it's taking long. It's okay that you're taking your time with something. I almost wonder, with 8 of swords, like there's something, maybe it is that you're feeling urgency towards something, or you're wanting to get to a certain place very quickly, or you're wanting something to happen quickly. I totally get that. Like, but there's something coming through about it's okay to take your time, or it's okay that this is taking time. It's okay to slow down. You know, you could be one of those people that have a hard time giving yourself permission to relax. You could be, you know, you could have vacation scheduled this month, so you might have a hard time with that, of actually like letting yourself relax and just be in the moment. So that could be definitely part of it. Okay, as I'm reading, there's a plane taking off on the water, so that's kind of cool. I've been kind of describing like what's happening around us during the readings for like group 1 as well. So yeah, there's a plane taking off on the water, so that's kind of cool. You might find some symbolism there. But yeah, let's look at the obvious things first, and then we'll kind of dive in a little deeper to what I'm getting. Can you hear that? Okay, so let's kind of look at the obvious things again. So marriage, there could be a marriage taking place in August. You could be attending a wedding, being invited to a wedding. There could be a wedding that you already are aware of that you're attending, or something like that. Or you yourself could be getting married. This can also be like marriage of ideas, marriage in business, some sort of commitment. Okay, this could just represent some sort of commitment that you're making in the month. This could be so many different things, but marriage is a theme of August. I think for the most part it's likely going to be like a wedding that you're attending. I mean, August, you know, July, August, there's lots of weddings that take place, so wasn't too surprised to see this, but some sort of wedding, and I think it should be a fun time. It seems like, you know, it's nice energy. You could be traveling to go to a wedding or something like that. So yeah, marriage. You've got a distant friend is thinking of you, so somebody's thinking of you in August. Somebody wants to maybe reach out. Maybe you haven't heard from them in a while, or maybe they haven't heard from you in a while, and they're kind of wondering like, how are they, what are they doing? So someone's thinking of you. You're in someone's mind a lot in August. Maybe they're nervous to reach out for a certain reason, or maybe they can't right now. Maybe a distant friend doesn't even mean distance, like geographical distance. It could actually just represent someone you haven't seen in a long time, or someone you've kind of lost touch with. So someone's thinking of you in August. Someone would like to reach out. Maybe, for instance, you're getting married and this person can't attend or something like that, so they're thinking of you, they wish they could be there. You also have new job and career. So this is pretty big. This is a big card to pull for a month ahead. So this could be a new job comes up for you, you apply for a new job, you get a new job, a promotion. You could be thinking of getting a new job, because a pin and this is kind of reminding me of each other, so we'll get there. With Ace of Swords, it could be that a new job prospect comes up, or, you're reading, I was going to say the newspaper. Oh my gosh. Sometimes that's when I, clue into, I don't know, my age, I guess. I don't know, but newspaper. But yeah, you could be reading the newspaper, but you could just get, see an article about a job or something, or a posting about a job. And maybe it makes you think, or maybe it's something that you'd like to try. So those are kind of the three most obvious things jumping out, of course, but let's see what else. Here's the thing, you've got success. Overall, I'm getting kind of this message of trusting the process. I feel like you're having a hard time trusting the process with something, trusting yourself along the way. Here's another thing I'm getting, okay, to tell you, and you'll know what this is. It's not just one way that this can go. There's multiple different ways that this can go. If one way didn't work, or one way isn't working, that's okay. I'm getting group 2 to tell you that you have time to kind of step back and reanalyze or process something. This could also indicate that new information is coming in that is going to cause you to kind of reanalyze or take a step back. I am seeing you taking a step back from something in August. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't mean that you're stopping completely, but you're taking a step back. Whether it's to have a break and relax, whether it's because you have vacation, whether it's that you need to, reflect and replan or re-strategize. I don't know really why it is, but I am seeing you taking a bit of a step back or slowing down. There's less urgency, there's less of a rush. It's more trusting the process. It's kind of I just got the word falling back and kind of just trusting. You're trusting the process with something, you're trusting yourself a little bit more. Because I do think that with 8 of Swords, there's sort of this feeling of feeling stuck, or possibly trying to control something so much and not liking that the direction that it was going in. So maybe by taking a step back and reanalyzing, like they're doing here with the map, right? So they're looking at the map, they've got the compass, it looks like they're having a conversation, kind of trying to plan ahead. So I feel like in August, you have time to kind of step back and plan or strategize or rethink a few things, okay? I'm seeing you maybe making some alterations or some changes to something that previously didn't work or you're finding isn't working as well. So that's one thing. Because ultimately, this is going to be a success, but it's not going to be an overnight thing. Whatever is on your mind right now, whatever you're thinking this might be, isn't going to be an overnight, quick thing. And maybe that's disappointing because you thought it would be or you thought it could be, but it's going to take some time. August, I see you making a lot of progress, but it's slow, it's steady. It's less about and I know this is sometimes disappointing to hear. I'd like to, because oftentimes if I get a message about patience, I will inevitably get a comment being I don't want to be patient. So I understand if you're annoyed hearing a message about patience, it's probably because you have been patient, okay? So it's just saying August for you isn't going to be the most fast-paced month, but it is slow and steady progress, and you have some time to re-strategize, and you need to trust the process with something. Give yourself a little bit more grace, a little bit more time. So another message I'm getting is to slow down. Answers will come. It's almost like you're waiting for an answer, and it kind of reminds me when I would stare at a math problem, and you're staring at it for so long, you're looking at it and you're getting kind of frustrated and irritated because you can't come up with the answer, and you kind of take a step back and then you reapproach, and the answer seems to come in a lot quicker, a lot easier. And also it could be too, if you look at this message, pay attention to your dream time. Messages of guidance are drifting in. Sorry, I'm a little bit congested, but yeah, there's messages here of messages are coming in, clarity will come in. So anything that's confusing right now, or you feel kind of limited or stuck with, there could be a solution. Now, what's so kind of funny about this too, talking to my patrons about it when I got this card, is this makes me feel, again, similar to this card of multiple ways of doing something. Because I know this is a pocket knife, but it's a multi-use tool, right? It's a multi-use object. So there could be that there's something coming in that's going to help you get something done, or help make something easier, is more specifically what I feel like it is. it's like straight to the point, something that provides a lot of clarity, something that provides or makes something easier possibly, allows you to multitask is coming through. That's what came through on Patreon. But yeah, there's like something that's helping, or something coming in, an idea or a message or a plan, something that's going to come in that's going to make something feel a little bit more clear, but you may need to step back in order to see it, okay, is what I'm getting to tell you. I also love that we have this common puffball mushroom. So this deck has kind of taught me a lot about mushrooms. So yeah, common puffball mushroom. So let go. What could this be? This could be so many things. This could be letting go of control of something, or trying to control the way something's happening and kind of just letting go into the process. Trusting the process is coming through very strongly for you. This could be about letting go and embracing new ways of doing something. Maybe something isn't working anymore, okay? So you do need a new strategy, and that's why you're taking a step back. So letting go of an old way of doing something. This could be letting go into the process, like we talked about, like trusting the process. This could be letting go of what you can't control. This could be letting go of physical items too, like objects. So you could be letting go of some things around the house, doing some decluttering or something like that. This could be letting go of like an old job. It's kind of like Eight of Cups, really, when you think about it. It could be letting go of a certain chapter or something like that. This could be something very specific too. If you do have, like, say you're getting married in August, okay, there's going to be certain things that are going to come up that you can't control inevitably. So maybe you're kind of letting go and just going with the flow and trying to relax as much as you can. This would apply too for things like vacation or anything like big, like a celebration. There's things that will come up, so maybe you're kind of letting go and just trying to enjoy the process regardless of what happens. So August for you also might bring a change in direction or plan. Like I said, there could be a shift or a change, or you're changing some sort of tactic or strategy with something. And anything you're feeling lack of clarity on right now, I think in August is changing, okay? I think you're getting, I just got like a breath of fresh air, or like a breath of new ideas or clarity. A couple of other things. This friend that is thinking of you could be making travel plans to come see you, okay? So someone could want to see you or hope to be seeing you soon, okay? That could come in as well. That's kind of been a bit of a theme today. I don't know if it's that a lot of people are missing people or wanting to kind of travel to see people that they haven't seen, but it is a bit of a collective theme. So we're seeing that someone could be traveling to see you, or you might hear from them and they might say, hey, you know what, I'm going to be in town. Can we get together? Something like that. There could be some communication from someone you haven't heard from in a long time. It could be one of those situations too where you're thinking of someone and then you hear from them, or you're thinking of someone and they add you to Facebook, or they follow you on Instagram or something like that, or they reach out to you, they send you a message or something like that, they text you. So I feel like there could be something where you're thinking of someone or dreaming of someone, and then you bump into them or you see them. Three of Pentacles is really good to see for August. I'm really getting with this one, sorry, it's not focusing very well. Let's see. There we go. I'm really getting with this one to accept help. I always notice that wolf down there kind of giving the little bear a boost. So this is a card of teamwork. It's a card of cooperation. It's a card of help sometimes, and that's really what I get from this illustration. So I really think you're getting some sort of boost or help, possibly from an unexpected place in the month, okay? So someone unexpected could be helping you, or you could get an unexpected boost from somebody, some sort of help from someone, that you weren't anticipating or you didn't realize, or something like that. So that's really cool. I mean, this could even be something like to do with the new job or career. It could be that you're working with people that are really fun to work with, and this is also a card of like practicing new skills and craftsmanship and kind of developing new skills. So that could also be what it is. You could be working on things to do with a new job, okay? So in that case, definitely be patient with yourself in the process. Give yourself some time to get used to something. Definitely a feeling of relaxation and sleep being highlighted here as well. You've got the bear, you've got relaxation. So I don't know if it's just that things are kind of slowing down, because you even have dream time being mentioned here. So I think there's a feeling of prioritizing rest and relaxation. You could be getting burnt out. That could be what this is. And that could be why it's saying to kind of take a step back. Like August for you could be a really, really powerful month, because you could be setting yourself up for a super energetic September. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like you're going into your cave here with hibernation with the bear and working on some things and kind of re-strategizing, planning, coming up with new ideas, slowing down a bit, taking a step back, observing, you know, and then reapproaching, feeling super energized and super clear about things. So this is actually very powerful. The thing is, when you're doing it, you feel like, okay, I'm not being productive, I'm being lazy, or I'm slowing down, or I'm whatever, you know, whatever it is that you're saying to yourself. Allowing yourself to rest, allowing yourself to think, allowing yourself to take breaks, allowing yourself to kind of trust the process with something as well, and kind of let go into the process. It could be that you like to control things, right? That could be for a very good reason. You like to kind of control the way things are going. You like to be in the driver's seat. But I think August for you is like learning about kind of taking a step back and letting things kind of happen as they are in a certain way. So that's coming through too. Yeah, definitely messages possibly coming in, or invitations coming in, possibly a work event. You could be attending a work event of some kind. A friend from work could be inviting you to their wedding as well. Let's see what else we're getting. Yeah. I want to do charms too. I just want to see if I'm missing anything. It could be telling you to initiate contact with someone as well. If there's someone you feel like you need to initiate contact with in regards to a job, or even just this card, like someone you've been thinking of or you might miss, it could be good to initiate that contact and get in touch with them or send them a quick message. I'm getting there's something you're overthinking, or there's something that it seems a lot more complicated than it is. It's been overcomplicated, or it's been like it's a little bit more straightforward, or the answer is a little bit more simplistic than you're expecting. Okay, so there's something that feels very overcomplicated, it feels very complex, but really at its core it's not really. It's going, like, the answer is going to become very clear. You might even have a moment in August where you think, oh my gosh, it was that, or that was that easy, or oh my gosh, why did I think that was so complex, or why was I overcomplicating that, or why was I postponing that, why was I putting that off or procrastinating. Like, something I think you're going to be surprised is a lot more easy or straightforward or direct than you're thinking. So that's actually kind of a relief. You may be getting an extension of a deadline or timing on something, or realizing you have more time for something that you have been kind of like rushing. You could be prolonging something, or giving something more time, or increasing your allotment of time. Okay, is coming through. I'm just seeing what else is coming through. You could be kind of giving yourself a little bit more time. So say you had something planned for September or October. You could be saying, okay, I'm going to give myself a little bit more time for this. That could be with work or just something personal. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing possible decluttering of items, but specifically to try and make your area, your space, a little bit more relaxing or efficient. Because I'm almost kind of seeing you surrounded by items or clutter, so that could be what is on your mind right now, is kind of decluttering. Some of you are kind of gearing up for a new career or a new job that could be starting in late August or September. If you're traveling with people, there could be a few things to kind of work out. There could be some complications getting worked out or figured out. Specifically in regards to like timing, travel plans, like who's driving with who, things like that is coming through. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at charms, and we'll look at letters, and then we'll do the pendulum, so you can think of a yes or no question. And I hope you're enjoying today's outdoor reading. I like doing them outdoors, but it's definitely a little different for me to kind of switch things up like this. Okay, so I'm going to get your charm tray. I'll be right back. Okay, so let's do your charms first. Group 2. Let's see what we have. So I'm going to bring these up on my lap here, and then we'll do the letters and pendulum in just a second. I just want to get comfy and take our time with this. Okay. Speaking of taking our time, yeah, you're getting lots of messages about time, slowing down possibly, taking your time with something. You aspire to great things, begin with little ones. Yeah, I mean, there could be a situation where you are trying to do too much at once. So it could be saying like, okay, it might take longer if you break it down into smaller tasks, but ultimately you'll get there. You do have success, okay? So at the core of your reading, I think August is going to be a great success for you, but you need to kind of release a little bit of the pressure or the expectations on yourself a little bit. It's not about like not setting your sights high or reaching goals, things like that, but it's just about slowing down, allowing for rest and relaxation, allowing the answers to come, allowing yourself to slow down. You know, we're always in a rush. There's always like this like feeling of having to hustle and rush, and you know, I think in August you're slowing down to just be. You're slowing down to just live and be, and you know, focus on what's important and get some rest, and there's less urgency, okay? So it's actually quite beautiful. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, chaser. Be when we're chasing something. Oh, people are coming outside. I might have to pause. There's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on. So yeah, I think something had kind of become limited, or you're thinking about it, became what's the word, like less flexible or something. Because remember, we're getting something about a breakthrough coming along when you're feeling stuck, but it's requiring like a step back or reanalyze. Because I love your Two of Wands too. Your Two of Wands, I always think of like there's multiple ways that this could go. There's multiple directions or different options that you have here. You've got time to kind of sit back and think about what the best course of action might be. Okay, yeah, the wedding. This makes me think of weddings and celebrations. So yeah, there could be something to celebrate. Someone could get engaged or proposed to. You could be, not to spoil the surprise, but August, if you're kind of expecting that, could be the month. Or there could be even a big discussion about marriage. The Two of Wands could be talking about plans for a wedding or plans for a marriage or something like that. With the Three of Pentacles and the Bus, this could be about learning new skills or practicing your skills, you know, working on something or learning something new. You've got the Moose here. So the Moose is about staying steady. I always like the Moose too for like not underestimating yourself, because actually when we were driving we saw a moose. I wish I had gotten it on camera, but they're huge. I don't know if you've ever seen a moose, but they're a lot larger than you expect. So I always think of like not underestimating yourself. I always think of power, strength. It reminds me a little bit of like Emperor energy sometimes. You have the Lemon. This can be about freshening things up. This can be about when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. You've got the Sunflower. This is about positivity and optimism. This can also be about strength too. I'm getting a lot about strength. You've got the Book. With the Bus is kind of cool because again, there could be something you're learning, or maybe that's why you're taking a step back, is to like relearn something or try something a different way, learn a new way. There could be an easier or more clear way of learning something, or your method of learning something might become clearer. So for instance, like I'm a hands-on learner. You can show me how to do something or make me watch a video of how to do something. Until I actually get in there and try it, I'm not going to learn it. So that kind of thing. You've got the Leg. This is stepping into new experiences. There could be a new experience you're stepping into, or it's encouraging you to kind of think differently about something. You've got the Bicycle. So the Bicycle is, to me, about persistence, pushing through. It also reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. This reminds me of sometimes things being difficult and other times things seem to be a lot easier. You have this one. This could be about, this could be the person who's thinking about you. Someone's craving some one-on-one time with you. Or this could just mean that you need some time, like they're in kind of like a little cave or a little nest. So with your Bear card, your relaxation card, there's definitely a feeling of like hibernation or kind of just wanting to be cozy and have some time to rest and relax. Got Heads Up. This is a message, of course, of paying attention. Heads up for a new idea, heads up for a message, that kind of thing. Okay, with the Ace of Swords possibly. So yeah, really cool charms. Really cool. So yeah, there's new hope for projects you'd almost given up on. It's almost like these hikers are like, oh, we lost our way, and then they, you know, they have this map now. So you could be actually with the Ace of Swords, you could be getting some direction. You know, that's what that Eight of Swords might be, making you feel kind of lost or stuck. And that's the thing, like I got lost. I've talked about this a couple times, but I got lost while hiking once. We were lost all day, and when the more like worked up and upset we kept making kind of decisions and getting lost and moving, and when you know, we had to kind of just stay where we were and just sit, and we called for help, and we had to essentially wait, even though the urge or the impulse was to kind of start running around and trying to find our way, and we were getting tired and we were exhausted and we were crying and it was just awful. But when we sat still and we kind of just listened to instructions, they found us. So that's kind of something that came up here. So let's get you some letters. We'll do the pendulum as well. And like I said, next month will be my usual setup. I appreciate your adaptability with this reading and trying something new with me outside. I film outside usually when I'm traveling, and I like it. It's just, I'm such a creature of habit. Like, I like to be in my, my spot on my desk and have everything I need. So sometimes it's difficult. Plus, there's so many people here. It's been so much fun, but it is hard to kind of find a place to read and that's quiet. So I'm actually shocked we haven't had more people come out, but it's still kind of early. They made biscuits inside, so I'm going to get a biscuit. There's apple butter and biscuits. I'm going to get that. Have some more tea, and then film group 3. So look in the comments for word suggestions. If you know me, you know I'm not that good at finding them. And if you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing. That really does help my channel. And if you like me and my videos, you can also check out my Patreon. It's linked below, and there's a new video every single week, as well as some bonus content and a huge library of other videos. So, okay, so let's see. Let me know what you see. I see Faye. I see... Do we have a K? I was going to say packing. You could be packing for something. A pact or a promise. Kind of moving these around. I don't know. I'll give you a second to kind of see, but I actually don't see much today. Car. I don't see much. I'll get my hands out of the way so you can see. Game. Decor. So here, decorate. Farm. Gap. Game. Do we have an H? Beach. Oh. Yeah, let me know what you see. Look in the comments. There's always good suggestions, but for names. Okay. Let's do the pendulum next. So you can think of a yes or no question. Got it for sure. So let me know if this resonates. Definitely come back at the end of the month. I'd love to hear it. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome August, and we will see you next time. Hello, group 3. If you chose the 3rd feather, then this is your August 2024 predictions. So as you can see, we're outside right now. I'm traveling, and where I'm staying, there's like 20 people staying here. So this morning I got up early, had some tea, and I thought, you know what, we'll go out into the screen room because there's a big thunderstorm. So the weather has kind of changed as I've been reading this morning. So group 1 had a big thunderstorm, then group 2 it kind of started to go away and it was really calm. And then now for you, the sun's coming out, the wind's picking up, I hear people awake inside, laughing and talking. So there's a lot more action in the air around your reading. So I'm excited to dive in. So I did pre-shuffle today, and we'll kind of get back into our usual way of doing readings next time, but I'm holding the camera today and I might have to switch locations at any moment, so kind of having to just go with the flow today. So I do appreciate you and your patience and just being adaptable with me and trying something new. So yeah, and I love filming outside. It just don't get it's not that I don't get the opportunity, but I'm such a creature of habit. It's really nice being outside today. It's been really, really nice. So let's look at what you have for August. So your feather is the duck feather. So find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. Okay. You have restore, the morel mushroom. I tried to choose some nature themed decks today. You've got illumination. So illumination, that's a pretty picture actually. Very nice. You have communication, the rooster and the sunflower. It's so funny. This one makes me think of getting up early. So sometimes I read cards and they automatically mean certain things when I see them. So it could mean that you're rising earlier in the morning, getting up early, feeling really energized earlier in August. You've got ball. I just got this little card game and I thought we could read it intuitively. For tarot, you have 2 of stones, which would be 2 of pentacles. This is the tarot for the great outdoors. You have the 5 of wands, orange pinwheel mushroom, and you have 6 of torches, which would be 6 of wands. Definitely sort of a competitive feeling. Okay, for your tea leaf cards, you have coins, money will be coming to you. You have the shark. Okay, so take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Okay, yes, I remember what this one is too. Listen to this. You've got the purse as well, so pay attention to your finances. So I found it really interesting that you have 3 very similar tea leaf cards. So we'll kind of address that first. I kind of want to get into I like to kind of start with the complicated cards first. So then you have opportunity, golden ticket. Okay. It's making me think of actually, with the 5 of wands, the golden ticket, it's making me think of competition. Something competitive happening. Or there's something you really want to win or have. It's of great value to you. Okay, let's start with the tea leaf cards, and then we'll kind of dive a little deeper. So, in August, you have money will be coming to you. Now, this might not specifically be money. This could be opportunities. This could be just some sort of resource or something of value to you. But it could be money. It could be extra, bonus, unexpected money, some sort of windfall, okay? Or something you weren't expecting, a gift. It could be something you have worked really, really hard for and you're getting extra or more than you expected. It could be a check that you get more on, or an extra client if you have a business, a really good month in business. But if that's the case, then you definitely know how it's not predictable, right? It's very up and down. So August could just be a month where you do get extra, and it's not trying to spoil the fun by saying, this here with pay attention to finances and take care or there'll be a loss of material wealth. It's just telling you to be mindful or cautious. And I think my intuitive feeling is because, well, I'll just use this as an example. So I'm traveling. I budgeted a certain amount for my trip. I've way exceeded it. Like, I did not take into account a lot of different things. And I know that I didn't budget properly. So it could simply be something like that, right? These readings it doesn't have to be like anything earth shattering. It could just be that you've got extra money or you've saved some money and now you have to kind of pay attention with what you do with it, right? So if it is something like traveling, or we can see this kind of situation if you purchased a house, or if you're doing house renovations or something like that, or decorating, it's like, okay, oftentimes what we budget is nowhere near what we're actually spending, and we don't oftentimes take into account unexpected things, right? Things that might pop up along the way. So that's all this is saying. I think it's saying because you might get extra, or there might be an extra flow of money, to not like be like, okay, this is going to continue just the same, I'm going to go blow it. Like, it's just wanting you to be thoughtful with it, okay? And I will say, the good thing about the shark is that you can see the fin coming, okay? So this is something you'll be able to see some sort of warning of, okay? It's not going to it's telling you to take care and pay attention. So it's something you can prevent, or something you can do, like manage, right? Or work to kind of mitigate. So I definitely wouldn't panic or anything like that. It's just asking you to be cautious or pay attention. And especially, I mean, if you know what this is, if it's something that you have coming up, or something like a vacation, like the example I gave, or something like that, just be mindful, okay? It could be saying that if you do get extra, it might be a smart thing to kind of set a little bit of it aside for something else. You might be thanking yourself later for doing that, okay? So that's the first thing. Now let's address the next kind of complicated thing, is the Five of Wands, okay? And the Five of Wands, this is something we can encounter every single day. It's nothing, again, it's not like tower energy. This isn't life-changing, but it's conflict, okay? So there's some sort of conflict, but this can be internal conflict. This could be some healthy competition. Actually, Five of Wands sometimes encourages us to get in there and compete and share ideas and work through things, right? It's not always a bad thing. Conflict isn't always bad. Sometimes this is when we're working something out, or figuring something out, or trying to kind of come to some sort of agreement, or work something out. I think I already said that, but that could be what it is. Maybe that's why it's coming through strongly. But yeah, maybe there's something getting worked out. One thing I want to mention, I almost forgot to mention, is the ball card made me think of the expression play ball. And in that expression, what I get from it is play fair. So there could be a situation where there's lots of people involved. And I want to mention too, I find it really interesting that when I started your reading, I can hear people in the background. There's lots more people involved now. So there's almost like there's a situation where there's more people involved. Oh, the song, Everyone's a Winner. Okay, so there's something about like everyone being a winner, or everyone can kind of, okay, not necessarily everyone's a winner, because sometimes there's just one winner, but everyone, if with some cooperation and some fairness, something can be kind of work out for everyone involved, is what I'm getting, okay? There's something about needing to take turns too coming through. But I find it really interesting that behind me I can hear everyone awake and laughing and talking. There's lots of people, whereas when I started this reading, I was the only one awake pretty much. So, that's interesting. So there's more people involved in something that you're doing in August, okay? This could be new employees, co-workers. This could be that you are visiting with people, or you've got like more dynamics, right? The more people you bring into a situation, sometimes the more complicated it can get. It can be a lot of fun, right? But it can also be a little bit more complicated. So something like that is coming through for you. Group 3, but overall, your whole month seems really great. Because, I mean, you could choose to kind of focus on, okay, well, I have to pay attention to finances, but you've got more money possibly, or more resources, or a bonus of some kind coming in. And yeah, okay, you could focus on, okay, there's some sort of competition, or some sort of like, something complicated to work through, but it seems because it's connected to some sort of opportunity or something you really want to succeed in. On that topic, I do see you succeeding in something, okay? Because you have competition, then you have victory card, which is super interesting. So if you've got some sort of competition, or if something competitive is coming up, or not even just competitive, something you're working towards or fighting for, I see it going in your favor. It doesn't mean let your guard down right now. It just means like you could really win this, or this could be a great success. Okay, so keep that in mind. The golden ticket's making me think of Willy Wonka, actually. So with play ball, I'm thinking of Veruca Salt's I want it now. Like, you might be dealing with someone who wants something now or wants something their way or isn't playing fair. So the term, I almost hear the umpire, whoever talks at a baseball game, I don't know sports lingo, but I almost hear someone saying play ball. Like, there's something, yeah, something like that. And I'm getting the idea of like playing fair with something, playing fair. Okay, so, you know, it may be necessary for the big goal or the ultimate goal in the end, or the big picture success of something, is to play fair. Okay, so play ball is coming through. So a little cooperation, playing fair, you know, it doesn't mean like backing off from what you want, but something like that could come up. Again, we might not know what that is until it comes up, but definitely don't shy away from competition in August. Don't shy away from getting involved or something like that. And again, you could actually just be attending a sports game. Sorry, there's a fly. Go away. Go away. Okay, you have communication. Now, a couple of things that this is connecting to. So this is connecting to the card beside it for me right now, as far as someone could communicate something to you that illuminates a situation or clarifies something. This is quite calm. It's reflective. Maybe a situation is so heated that you kind of need to take a step back. Because look how calm that is. And you can see the reflection, right? So it's quite reflective. So communication, maybe something is too heated and you need to both kind of take a step back to let things kind of calm down and then reapproach. Maybe there is a win-win situation here, okay? Maybe there is a win-win situation. Because of course with some things, like, there can only be one winner. But for you, group 3, I'm getting something where everyone can be satisfied with the result, or everyone can come out a winner in a certain situation, okay? With clear communication. Yeah, I definitely see something as being illuminated. There could also be like a calming of some sort of argument or heated situation. Like, this could indicate that in August, there's some sort of successful resolution or some sort of successful result to something that has been heated, that has been complex, that has been, you know, difficult or strenuous. Okay, there could be something, because this, I keep noticing how calm this is. Like, it's so calm and peaceful. So it could be that something is kind of cooling down or calming down in the month. Interesting, I didn't even address Two of Pentacles, because this could be connected to this. This is sometimes when we're having to juggle. Maybe you are taking care of something kind of once and for all so that you're not having to juggle. You know, maybe this extra that's coming in is allowing you to kind of pay something off, or you know, get ahead on something, or buy that thing that you've been needing, like something like that. I want to say, group 3, I think your month is going to be busy, fairly busy. Or at least you have a lot to juggle. This is kind of an interesting Two of Pentacles, though, because we're not seeing that, right? We're not seeing the person juggling. We're not seeing that feeling of balance. We're seeing a tent and it's closed. It could be, you know, with the ball, there could be like a back and forth element, because I'm thinking of like the idea of juggling with the ball. So maybe there's like maybe there's something you've been conflicted with, that you've been like back and forth with. So it could be that in August you kind of come up with the answer or the solution, or something's communicated to you that helps with this. Because I'm definitely getting the idea of like juggling or back and forth. Something that's been back and forth. Maybe you've been indecisive, or you've been back and forth with it. Because yeah, balance, look, balance. So yeah, there's definitely an element of balance with this. Okay, so the plane that took off earlier, I think is just landing now on the water. So I think I was saying to the other group, unless I just thought it, like maybe there's some symbolism there. So the plane just landed in your group. There's a plane that landed on the water. Maybe because the water is calm there, like something is calm, so you can finally land something, or you can finally complete something. The Two of Stones too, or the Two of Pentacles, can also talk to me about like two sides of something, right? So even with this opportunity, there could be kind of like two sides of this, right? Like there's success, there's reaching your goals, there's victory, but there's also sometimes like competition and some complications, right? You know, that's kind of part of when we're working towards something. It's not going to be just smooth sailing sometimes. There's going to be some things that pop up. So it's kind of like you take the good with the bad. You could again be like weighing options in regards to something, and this could, like I said, this could provide some clarity or some illumination to something that has been confusing for you. Because this, again, this doesn't have to be involving anyone else. This could just be internal conflict or confusion. You could be given two opportunities with Two of Stones. Like someone could present you with two different opportunities, very different, and you're having to kind of juggle and make up your mind. In that case, I would say communicate any questions that you have, anything you need to know, because this could help make the decision a little bit clearer. Definitely, it's like a month of like searching for answers or getting things clarified, getting things illuminated, the truth being illuminated. Definitely a month of like self-reflection and decision making, I would say. Even the word restore is interesting, because restore can have to do with like, oh, I just got a phrase, restoring confidence in something. Your confidence is restored with something. On a more literal, sometimes literal things come up, so I like to communicate them. You could be restoring some sort of furniture or something, or restoring something in August. There could be an actual item or antique or furniture, like I said, something like that you're restoring or working on. But restoring or restore generally just talks about feeling renewed, feeling re-energized, possibly refocused. You could be feeling more focused again in August. The wind's picking up too. It's beautiful. Illumination too. There's definitely a feeling, like I said earlier, when I saw the rooster, I was thinking of like rising and shining. So quite literally, again, you could be like, because this card is all about leadership, so you could be really taking the lead with something in August, and you're feeling energized, like you're wanting to get up early, you're wanting to get going with something, you're wanting to get started. This actually, you know what's funny, group 3, is I feel like this competition or this thing you're trying to figure out is actually renewed or restored something in you. It's given you like something to like work for or like work on, right? It's certainly not a boring month, because I feel like you're fighting for something, or there's something that you've got like this background sort of motivation to something that's making you want to. I just got possibly proving something wrong or proving someone wrong possibly, but yeah, there's like this background motivation that's fueling you, and I see you like getting up early, feeling like a leader, taking a leadership role with something. It just got the expression starting first. There's something you could be starting first. I don't know if that's in relation to somebody else, like you're starting something before someone, or like there's something you're getting started. I feel like you're not wasting any time. It's so funny because today's reading has kind of gone like this, because group 1 was very like productive and motivated. Group 2 was a lot about rest and relaxation. It sometimes does this, and then group 3, like you seem like you have this fire in you, like this fire, this passion, this thing that's fueling you. And yeah, I do think you're going to be around more people in August for whatever reason. Again, this could be at work, this could just be because you're visiting people or traveling or something like that, but I'm seeing a lot more interactions. Could be a ticket or an opportunity, or like a literal ticket coming in August. You could have a ticket for something. I don't know if I said it, but this ticket could be to like a game or something like that you're attending. I think if there is something you want to purchase, there could be a way to get it used, and because I'm thinking of restore, like there's something coming through about if there's something you want to buy, you might be able to get it secondhand, or even like someone, you might know someone that is getting rid of something that you need, so you might be able to save the money on that. So like, let's just say you needed a chair, and instead of going to buy a brand new one and spending a bunch of money, like that instant gratification, you could like log on to Facebook, or a friend could, you know, have one that they're getting rid of. So just pay attention to that, communicate what you need. So if there's something you're looking for, make sure to communicate it. Don't be shy, ask for what you need in August. Okay, there's people coming outside, so I might have to pause. I definitely think if this opportunity is coming in August, it's coming in there's something about something competing for, like two things competing, or you having to juggle two things. This too, before we move to charms, I want to just talk about this. Find comfort and balance in simple ways. You have support all around you. I like that with the Two of Stones, the idea of balance. Like I said, I think that's, because I found that really cool how it said balance. So Two of Stones, yeah, there could be something you're finding a little bit of balance with. You could be setting boundaries with communication with somebody that likes conflict or that you always find there's lots of conflict with. You could be setting some boundaries successfully, finding more balance in that relationship. Perfect timing, because we'll do charms and letters, and that'll be good today. But let me know if this makes sense. The thing is with the month ahead readings, sometimes it makes more sense as it happens. Because I get so many comments where it's like, oh, I didn't know what this was, and now this, like, I know exactly what this is talking about. That's like one of my favorite parts of these readings, is hearing how it resonates. So feel free to come back and let me know. Okay, group 3, so we have the charms and letters ready, and then we'll do the pendulum as well. So let's get your charms first. Usually I have my charm bowl, but like I said, we'll be back in our usual routine by next month's reading. Okay, what is that piece of paper? All right, so let's take a look here. We'll do letters in just a minute. I just want to focus on charms for a second. One benefit of holding the camera is it's kind of nice. I can, you know, get it nice and close here. Okay, you've got a 3 inside of the heads up. Pay attention to August 3rd, 3 o'clock at a certain significant date or something like that. Heads up, pay attention. Something to do with 3. Pay attention to the number 3. Something like that. You've got a lot of the bottle caps today. A tantalizing prospect will come your way. I think that's the golden opportunity card. It's inside of alert. Okay, so a lot about pay attention. This opportunity, this golden opportunity might come through like an alert on your phone in some way. Some sort of like notification on your phone might be relevant to whatever this opportunity is. So pay attention. You've got a lot about like pay attention to certain opportunities. You've got the unicorn. This can be about unique opportunities. I always think of imagination and creativity with the unicorn. You've got like, this is making me think of social media too. So there could be someone liking something, or this opportunity could be unique to you, or it could be something directly because of something that you do that's very unique or imaginative. You have the little pocket watch. You've got the lucky charm. You've got the hammer, which is about consistency. You've got the sunflower, positivity, and uniqueness too. A lot about uniqueness. You have the working hard charm with this. This could be like something, you could be teaming up with someone. There could be someone you're teaming up with, or it could be better to work together with something. Maybe that's why I'm getting that win-win message. What is this? Piece of paper? But there's a piece of paper. Interesting. You've got the frying pan. This could be about like, it's reminding me a little bit of the 5 of Wands that you had, like the heat's getting turned up on something. Something's getting sizzly, heated. It's kind of interesting. Sunny side up eggs is making me think of the rooster too, waking up early. I think there's a feeling of accomplishment and like, I mean, of course, if you don't want to wake up early, don't do it. But I mean, if this is resonating, you might know exactly why. Like maybe there's something because I was getting something about getting a head start. Remember I said doing something before someone. So maybe there's something you're getting up and starting before someone else or before everyone else. Like there's almost a feeling of like getting a head start on the day. And look, you have the sunflower twice. Look at that. Okay. Sorry, I had a little interruption. But yeah, the sunflower is really interesting because this, again, is like, it's a symbol of like strength and positivity. It always reminds me of the Queen of Wands too, so that's interesting. But yeah. Okay, let's keep looking here. You've got the hammer again, consistency. This can be about hard work. Yeah, there could be something competing for your attention or competing for your focus right now. And I love that you have the lucky horseshoe too, because that could be talking about luck on your side. Okay, let's do letters. We still have some time here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to flip these over. And then we'll see. You've got can. I like that. Will and can. That's cool. Can twice. In. The train's coming, so it might get loud. It's so funny because when I was traveling, I'm thinking, oh, you know what? I'll be so relaxed. I'll get so many readings done. Nope. kind of harder when it actually happens, right? You run out of time, or there's no place to do it, so. Plus, I'm trying to also let myself relax, which is difficult. But I was looking forward to doing this reading, so, okay. I see the word today already. Lots of letters. Got the most letters, so. Look in the comments. There's always suggestions. There's always really great suggestions. I see year. I see bee. I see eagle. Do we have all? Sometimes I'll see things and I don't have everything, but where is the eagle? Oh yeah, that's good. Lots of action here now. Today, turn, turn. Are the tables turning in a certain situation? Tables turn. Day. Let me know what you see. Okay, let's do the pendulum. And that'll be good for today, group 3. I really hope that you enjoyed this outdoor reading. Okay, let's see. Think of your yes or no question. Pause if you need more time. So you got a no for today. So let me know what you think, group 3. Thank you so much for joining me for today's reading. It was really nice being outside. I actually really liked this, so I can't wait to hear what you think. And we'll be back in my usual spot next month. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you next time.